3, 2, 1. Hey cycling community, this is Steve Bruce's The Cycling Greek. Oh, fuck. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Hey cycling community, this is Steve Bruce's The Cycling Greek. In order to prep for this huge event I'm considering doing at the end of June, I scheduled a large training ride for this past weekend. It was 8 to 9 hours, north of 120 miles and north of 12,000 feet of climbing. I ended up doing 6 hours, 90 miles and 9,000 feet of climbing. Reason being, I made my water bottle too thick. Ordinarily, I use Ham Nutrition's Sustained Energy and Heed. Those work well for me. And as you may know, whatever experimentation you want to do with different things that you consume, you want to do that during your training rides so you're not surprised during the day of the event. Back to the water bottle. Previous to that day, temperatures have been in the 70s and 80s. So since it's not that warm, I don't drink as much, so I have to make the water bottle thicker. As the day wore on, I consumed each bottle. I kept putting in about the same amount of concentration of those powders that I had with me. As the weather got hotter, I was drinking more water, and because I was drinking more water, I was putting in more calories into my body. Ordinarily, depending on the size of the body can assimilate between 240 and 276 calories per hour of glucose. And I had much more than that. I had something like 320 at least. So those extra calories waiting to get processed are sitting around. And where are they sitting? They're sitting in the small intestine and the stomach. And then I start to get bloated. I start to get miserable. I then get more miserable. Then I cry uncle and say, okay, I'm going back to the car. The cycling tip for the day is pay attention to the weather, adjust accordingly with your water bottle and anything else, and then you'll have a great ride. I hope you found this video helpful. Remember, comment, like, subscribe. The Cycling Greek.